Carney. Let's have a look at this. There was a roar went from the crowd. Well, that's a tackle. I've got to take that back. That was a tackle.
Brent Tate should have allowed himself to go over the sideline because he got a penalty out of that.
Yeah, but the man was on the ground with the ball and there was a hand placed on him. That's a tackle. Then there looked like a second dip by Hayne. Here's Nate Miles now, who is somewhat of a lucky charm for Queensland. 75% of times that he's worn maroon, and they have won. Charged down by Bird. The ball goes spewing away, and Darius Boyd pops it back to Billy Slater. And Slater is taken by Glenn Stewart. Just on the Queensland side now. And here is Ashley Harrison. And Harrison will play this ball. Over on the eastern side of the ground. Here's Matt Scott again. He'll play this quite deliberately and with a lot of purpose. And it's come away from the dummy half to Cronk and then to Thurston, and they put decoys around. And eventually Hodges is taken. Bird again was right up in their face. Bird is playing at 100 miles an hour, and this kick has gone ricocheting across over to Gallen, but it comes out, and it's a penalty to New South Wales. 2-1 the penalty count their way now. Well,
I'd love that all over again, Queensland. It was not the last tackle. Cooper Cronk really at 6s and 7s there and kicked it straight into the New South Wales player. And at the end of it, the side gave away a penalty. So a pretty ordinary set there from Queensland. It's only the 4th tackle. He's trying to put it over the sideline to settle things down, but straight into Michael Jennings. And now New South Wales. Good football here, 45 metres out from the opposition with a full complement.
I think it's really positive that Jared Hayne defended up and in there. That's how you've got to defend on this ground against Queensland. You've got to come up and bustle those centres before they get momentum.
Grant again with a run, and significantly Sivanasiva went low on that occasion. At the start of the game he went high and he came out of it second best, the big fellow. Farah going to Bird, and Bird across the back of the ruck, and he was probably hopeful of linking up with Brett Stewart. The ball is loose, it's play on for Queensland, and Greg Inglis is with the ball, but he's taken over there by Glenn Stewart, the number 11, and it's come from Thurston and gone down to Boyd in those flashy boots over on the left side, on the right side of New South Wales's defence. Smith scooping it up to Sivanasiva. That's a good run by Petro. He's announced that this is it. The end of this series is the end of State of Origin for Petro Sivanasiva. He'll rack up 33. Here's Brett Stewart under pressure. He's lost the ball, and Queensland have scored, have they? No, they've had an air swing.
Why did David Taylor try and pick it up? All he had to do was put his hands on the football.
Well, they're going to examine it.
The ball was over the line.
That is extraordinary. A couple of Queensland players simply had to dive on the ball, and it was 4 points in the bank.
Well, it was a better kick from Cooper Cronk, and the Chasers made it an outstanding one. Look at the effort here from Justin Hodges and Brent Tate. Greasy conditions. Brett Stewart picks it up, tries to get back in the field to play, the contact and the impact. Now all Dave Taylor has to do is take his time and put his hands on it. Certainly did not need to pick it up. Great work from Brent Tate. Forces the ball out. Out it comes again. It's missed by Jonathan Thurston. Justin Hodges scrambling to get there. And Dave Taylor. He obviously...
I'm not so sure that Brett Stewart wouldn't be claiming that he actually forced the ball.
Well, he doesn't want them to rule that because they've got possession instead. I agree, Rabbits. I think that Stewart gets downward pressure there. But whether or not they'll allow play to roll on.
I guess by saying what I am, I'm taking a bit of the heat away from David Taylor. But watch here. He regathers the ball. No, he doesn't. But then he forces it there. Yep. That's enough. That's enough for a forced ball.
Yeah, good call.
So Dave Taylor, and Peter's dead right. But given that this has happened, that really makes no difference at all. I don't quite know where they're going on that far.
And the big man rests easy after watching the video, I'm sure.
Yeah.
There was probably two things from New South Wales there. Forcing the ball also, but it did appear as though Stewart also knocked it on. But that's a get-out-of-jail card free for the Blues.
No doubt about it.
Here we go. Let's go, mate.
So line dropout will restart us. But that's David Taylor, isn't it? That is David Taylor.
Make sure you're on behind the line, Jared.
You've got to love him.
He's left a dent down in the ground like he did next to the bed.
So here's the line dropout coming down to Thurston. And Petro Sivanasiva goes back towards the 30-metre line. Harrison there for duty. Cronk getting it away to Miles. Three of the Titans in the side, and Miles got up rather gingerly. Here's Taylor now. 25 metres out from the Blues line. He'll be keen to do something. Hodges. So Justin Hodges will play the ball in the middle of the ground, 15 metres away from the line. Cameron Smith goes around, goes behind one, goes to Thurston. He looks for Inglis and finds Inglis, but New South Wales put numbers in there. Three of them, in fact. Glenn Stewart, Robbie Farah, Josh Morris. Smith away, Thurston to the boot. There's the kick in towards the uprights, and Brett Stewart has saved the day, but the arm has gone up. The arm has gone up for a penalty. Billy Slater inside the 10, I think it was. He was in front of the kicker. You can't come inside the 10-metre perimeter.
Yeah, but the play before that is where New South Wales got in trouble down in Melbourne. Josh Morris coming up a long way and in, not making the tackle, and Jonathan Thurston looking to take advantage with the QLD well back. Fortunately for the Blues, they got cover across. As Paul Gallen again rolls the sleeves up to take it 35 out from his own line.
That line finder wasn't all that attractive from Mitchell Pearce, but I guess in these conditions anything will do. And this is Tamo. And now it's gone away. Afrikani to Glenn Stewart, playing right side, second row. Farah waiting, and Tamo wants to, well, he ran a decoy, then cut. Now Pearce, and Pearce, he really hit the go button there. So much pressure on the New South Wales halves. And Paul Gallen is shouldered into the ground by Nate Miles and David Taylor. But the captain gets up. And Pearce now kicks high. And Thurston running a block, and Slater sailing through the ground.
Gee, the Queenslanders, I thought, were very lucky not to be penalised, though. I thought that Slater was given a real good block from Thurston, which denied the defender an opportunity to get there and contest the ball.
Thurston playing the ball on the far side of the ground, and Greg Inglis is being very, very well spotted over there. Every time he's got the ball, he's 2 and 3 in the tackle. Now Cameron Smith pinches some metres. He plays it back for Harrison. The pass to Sivanasiva looks forward. The crowd adjacent roared that way. Played by Sivanasiva. Down to Thurston it goes to his right foot. And he grubber kicks down in towards Stewart. And Stewart, who's had a couple of fumbles early on, he'll play it 15 metres out. Mal Meninga and Michael Hagan, his assistant, they'd be thinking to themselves, well, we should have been 6 in front right now. Jared Hayne playing it 25 metres out. Uave comes in and takes the gallop. He scored a couple of tries in his brief Origin career, which reaches 5 as of tonight. Now for Bird. And Bird, who's been quite outstanding for New South Wales in the opening 16 minutes of the game, can you believe? Here is Jennings, and Jennings tries to step between the forwards. Taylor and Sivanasiva. Petro still getting up, and Farah actually pushed him out of the road so he could put that kick in. Oh! It came off the stomach of Billy Slater, and the referee has said play on.
Wow. How did he get out of that, Billy the Kid? Hits him in the belly, hits him in the hands, and he gets it before his feet touch the line. Only Billy could do that.
That was a magnificent piece of play, really. Just for a moment, I thought, we've got a problem here for Justin Hodges for Queensland. Just for a moment, I thought it might have been a... Oh, Nate Miles! A shoulder from Glenn Stewart.
Shot!
And that's the first time Queensland have been really denied an opportunity to